the best
really
examples
important.
are all entrepreneurs, I believe. If you're going to ask, like, will your company organization will go ever bankrupt? Never. Not even possible. And as a matter of fact, we definitely know 9 out of 10 business go just failed, get failed.
Steve Jobs had kind of a weird personal life. Obviously, Apple is huge, right? Because, like, I have my phone, my watch, my
Oh,
headphones,
that's
my
amazing.
computer. And so it's like,
Lovely.
it like literally dominates the technology world.
Miss, I've got a topic for the day. Would you like to start with the topic? Well, what
Yes.
happens
Did you?
whenever I go with Cambly classes, especially, I do have a topic. So
Okay. Did you want to
yeah,
do the lesson yet?
not at all. I'm so sorry for that. I
No,
have
you're
got
fine.
my
Here,
own
if
topic.
we're not gonna use it, I'm gonna like pull it off the screen that way
Yeah,
that you
why
can
not?
see
For
me.
sure. Exactly, exactly. Still, I can see you very clear. I mean, before that, I was, you were very much visible to me. So, the topic is all about a question. All right, miss. So, I hope this
Okay.
could be the best topic today for today, actually. So, it is like, do you feel that is overconfidence a bad thing or not?
Oh, this is a good question.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, what happened? Why did I pick this topic right now? Because, as this COVID-19 has come up, so I mean, I have seen a lack of qualities, like people are not confident enough, and
yes,
especially this lack of confidence, just makes me to feel that somehow, it's very much necessary for us to be confident. And when I say this confident, it's okay. But trust me, miss, like, even if you work hard, people are not sounding confident. So I hope, like, you know overconfidence is not a bad thing. I mean, for some time it's definitely, but more
yeah,
than often not, it's not like that.
I think it. Okay, so I also it's you're saying this and you're Indian, so it might be like culturally okay there. In the US, it is as well. Like overconfidence is a really good thing, in certain settings. Now, if I'm like in a workplace, you were talking about this with COVID and people
Mhm.
not maybe
Anywhere
having.
in the life. I mean, it's not about, particular domain or particular something. I mean, overconfidence is very much obvious, like not very negative respect, aspect. For example, I can only do this work. I mean, no one can do this work other than me.
Yes.
So, not like that, but it is something like, I can definitely do this work. Getting me?
Yes, and I was gonna say that is like a huge thing in American culture. People like look for people who are what we say are like go-getters. And so, whenever you go into a job interview, you want to be able to distinguish yourself. And I would say that confidence, you can go into a job interview
Hmm.
having less experience than someone else or less schooling than someone else. But if you can go in and sell them on the fact that you're the person that needs to do that job, ultimately, most times I feel as though you get the job. So I think in that way it's good. There are some social instances where overconfidence can be seen or is like seen as really, I guess, like
Huh?
selfish. And
Huh, yeah,
so,
exactly, exactly. People are gonna call you a pompous person or a selfish person. Yes or no?
ye yes, I mean, it really depends though, because, like, it depends on who you're interacting with and, like,
Exactly.
what like I said, I feel like that's a huge cultural thing in the US because, like, especially in the job market, because our, like, society is
So
ruled by
if in a nutshell,
capitalism.
if I ask you, like, overconfidence is definitely a bad thing or a good thing, what you can say?
I would err on the side of good. I would say it's good
Good.
in most cases.
Oh, you spoke my word.
Even
I love to
even
be
if
overconfident.
oh, cool. Well, especially so with language learning, this is a huge thing too, right? So obviously, English is my first language. I learned it in school growing up. Everybody around me spoke English. I just know it. I don't have to think about it. I didn't start studying a second language full time until I was 18. I've been studying Spanish. This is my fifth year studying Spanish.
You're the
And
native speaker, yes or no?
no, I'm not a native speaker of
Not a
Spanish.
native speaker?
No.
Oh,
So
that's
I
amazing
moved
to
here to
me, because
Spain.
as far as I'm concerned, like, I know about this application, like, all the teachers are native speakers, and you sound very much pretty similar
Oh,
to
I
that.
speak I speak English natively, but not Spanish.
Oh. So you were talking about Spanish. Okay, okay.
Yes, yes,
I
but
got
yes,
it.
I
I
am a
got it.
native speaker. That would be a really impressive accent if I was not a native speaker. Um, no, what was I gonna say? Oh, well, so many people, like, they complain, whenever you're learning a language, they're complaining that they're not learning because they're not practicing. And part of
Exactly.
practicing a language is that you have
Yeah.
to talk. You
I mean,
have to
it's
talk.
lack of confidence as well as lack of hard work. Why do I say that? Because whenever I, got a chance to encounter a person, they never talk in English. They never communicate. They never try to use the vocabs while speaking, and that's a very bad
Yes, because
part.
it's
And
easier
they
to do the
exactly,
other.
and they
It's
try to
easier to do the
anticipate a lot of things. I mean, to be overconfident, you gotta, you know, I mean, just you gotta work, like very hard into that thing. Yes or
I
no? And
agree.
because what happens, like mostly, you can take the big examples like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, how these persons were overconfident in their own life. I mean, no one has ever believed that they could reach to this position today where they are actually. you know and for achieving and accomplishing to this position, they have left so many things. Are you getting me?
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
No,
Hannah?
I'm
It's
listening.
very much easy
So,
for the Elon Musk to get the job in Microsoft, and he was already rich. He already proved himself that like by leaving the PayPal and all. And today, he's doing a very different and unique and creative work, which cannot be compared
yes.
by anyone.
And I
And
think that
and the
that is
best
like
the best
really
examples
important.
are all entrepreneurs, I believe. I mean, you can just ask about them anything. They are being very overconfident about the things. Like if you gonna ask about their business, if you're gonna ask like, will your company organization will go ever bankrupt? Never, not even possible. And as a matter of fact, we definitely know. I mean, like 9 out of 10 business go just failed, get failed. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
that's
mean,
where
it's
I have
very
learned,
hard to succeed as an
until and unless you
entrepreneur.
cannot be
Yes.
overconfident, you cannot achieve extra what you actually deserve.
I guess that that's true. And that's a very, like, at least in, like, American culture, that's a huge part of the mindset because it's like, well, if you want it, go get it. But then there's also, like you were saying, like, some businesses fail. Sometimes I feel like people go out with this mindset, but it really depends on the person because if somebody comes out and they're overconfident, but maybe I don't know, their personality is just kind of weird, like it's perceived
I can
as
I
something
can
different, you know? And so
Mhm.
it's huge, but, like, the people who've been successful entrepreneurs, I mean, you're right, like, they have to really sell their company and, like, they have to
I mean,
really
trust me,
believe in what they're
miss, trust
doing.
me, it's not about only entrepreneurs. Even you see the political leaders,
Oh,
how they are
definitely,
making a
most
fake promise,
definitely.
they are being very overconfident about the things.
Yes,
They
yes.
know that they're not
Most
going
de
to do all
I'm
those
from
things.
yeah, I'm from the US, of course I know about this, but
Yeah,
politicians
exactly.
lie all the
It's called
time.
US is also having a like dirty politics. I know that. I have been watching a lot of things about that US,
Yes,
and India is
yes.
also the part of that. The same here goes. Like democracy and all.
I
So,
think, in the world, it's
uh,
it exists everywhere. Even in
and
Spain, there
it's fine. It's
are
fine actually. Because I've really seen those people who are getting a massive success right now as of now. Because they believe in themselves. They know that people need your overconfidence skills. I mean, overconfidence, of course, I'm saying in a word, but trust me, like it's a very profound meaning. You have to work hard day and night. You have to be just sacrifice with the things, and then you just become perfect in one kind of things, and then you start delivering the things and all.
yes, that's a
It's
very
not a
good
piece of cake
question.
for
That's a
anyone.
very good question because I feel like this is not the first time I've been asked, like, something along these lines, like, "How do you feel about, like, confidence?" Or, like, "When does the line change from, like, confidence to, like"
Hmm.
what was the word you used?
Overconfidence or maybe
Confidence? Yes.
underconfidence.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like, what's the distinction between the 2? And it's so hard to describe because in some people, it's such a great quality, and then others, it's like a disgusting quality for them to have. You don't wanna be around them because you think that they're just
Oh
so
well, Mr.
stupid.
Like, I definitely agree what you said right now. But we have to understand, until and unless you do not put down anyone, or you do not let down anyone. I mean, you can be overconfident, but never be hard, never be cocky and haughty about your own stuff all the time.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah, definitely,
you have
definitely.
to understand the
But
person.
I think, like, I don't know, like you were using the example of like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs had kind of a weird personal life, but like obviously Apple is huge, right? Because like I have my phone, my watch, my
Oh,
headphones,
that's
my
amazing.
computer. And so it's like
Lovely.
it like literally dominates the technology world now. It's like that wouldn't have happened if this dude didn't push forth these ideas. But the only other example I can think of somebody that I think it is not good on is, do you know Kanye West?
I'm so sorry for that. I have never listened this name actually.
Okay, he's a rapper in the United States and he is like super huge and he is just like so he was married to Kim Kardashian for a little while. But
Huh.
he is like so cocky about his music and he catches so much slack for his attitude about his music. A lot of people really like his music and they're huge fans and they're like totally sold on what he's saying. And then on the other hand, there are so many people who are like, this dude is crazy. Like this music is not as good as he makes it sound, you know? So
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
think that there's like a lot of that too. And I mean, of course, the whole thing with like Apple and like Steve Jobs, like
Yeah,
there are plenty
exactly.
of people who will be like, oh, well, you can just get a Samsung phone that's better, or you can, just buy some like different headphones, or you can just wear a regular watch. But like all of this stuff is marketed so well and it's like so easily accessible. And Steve Jobs is dead, but like his company still dominates the technology world, which is crazy.
Exactly. Well, he said right. He definitely said right. You know why? Just he has created the ecosystem. The way every like Apple gadgets works. It's definitely awesome. It's incredible.
And they
I
all
mean,
connect.
I'm really exactly. I know all the things. Even I'm a fan of iPhone and all everything. So and I'm looking forward to buying so many things of this Apple products right now. But of course, I'm not having this ecosystem as of now. But I'm working hard for that. It's very
Yes, of course.
expensive, pricey, and right away like I'm doing all the things with myself. That's the reason.
Yes. Okay, well, I think our time is about to end, but it was so nice
Yeah, it's
speaking
running
to
out.
you.
Thank you so much, Miss, for giving your time.
Of
I
course.
love the way that you have
Yeah, yeah. Have a
presented yourself.
wonderful night.
Thank